Ladies and gentlemen, a warm welcome to Charles Jourdain up in a big fight against Hurricane Shane Burgos. This one should be an absolute banger. I know you can never tell, right? But are you sensing a bonus for this one? Because you guys are so entertaining, both of you. And on paper, this should be an absolute classic.
Yeah, I'm more of a bounty hunter. I just want his head. And if the head comes with a bonus, I'll welcome it. But I'm not chasing anything. If you chase money, money will run away. But I'm chasing his head. If I got his head, the bonus and the money will come. So first thing first, I got to decapitate Shane Burgos.
I was speaking to a couple of fighters, Rafa Fiziev last week. I just spoke to Jack Shaw. Money and the glory. That seems to be the perfect marriage, Fiziev was saying. That's what he's about, the money and the glory. What's the game about for you?
It's a good question. It would be just to live. I really like pirates. I like the way they live. They're not attached to anything. So I have no home. I have not many things back in Quebec. I just take my boat, go wherever I want, and collect money by bounty hunting. That's how I see it. Like, they send me a contract. Okay, if you take this guy head, we're going to give you this amount of money. I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm taking this. This is how I live. This is how I feel right now. And I'm young. I'm in shape. I'm in good physical and mental health. So yeah, that's how I live right now. I don't care about glory. I don't care about social media. I don't care about these things. Of course, I like it. It's a way to divertir, enjoy myself. It's fun, but there's a lot of stupid people on the internet. So yeah, my mind is not too much connected to it. I post stuff, but I don't read much.
What do you think when you think about Shane Burgos as a person, as a fighter? Where do you see the weaknesses?
As a fighter, he's a very big man. We just saw each other, and he already looked drained from the weight cut. I don't know I know he's cutting a lot of weight. I know he's going to be a lot bigger than me. But I think it's bad for your brain. I think fighters shouldn't cut that much. But hey, I'm not his mom. I don't give a shit. But yeah, just see him like in that state. He had sunglasses, looking down and everything. And I was like, man, Anyway. So yeah, as a fighter, he's a very dangerous man, very big, powerful right hand, powerful left hook. He double up on that left hook sometimes with body shots head or body shots uppercut. So I need to be careful on the left side. I need to demolish his right hand as fast as I can to make sure it's not going to be an issue for me. So yeah, it's a very interesting matchup, very intriguing, and that's why people are calling this fight of the night, or this should be main event, this and that. I sympathize with them because yes, the people deserve 5 rounds of a war with me and Burgos.
Are you intrigued by the rankings? Do rankings matter for you? Do you want to be in that top 15? Is that a concern at all?
But the more you get up there, the more the bounty elevates on people's head, So that's what's interesting for me. Money, we can say money's not important, this and that. Money's very important, but I'm not chasing it. I'm chasing the job because I love doing it. So yeah, after this fight, like a dream matchup, I just speak with Korean medias, and I told them, man, I would love to fight the Korean Zombie. But hey, no call-outs for now. I think I should. I already have plenty on my plate, a very big shark in front of me. So yeah, first thing first, Burgos, and I'm sure the opportunity will just open up to me after a good victory. But first, I got to win. There's nothing done yet. So yeah, Saturday is the most important day of my life right now.
Absolutely, yeah. And without looking past too much, Zombie, I'm sitting talking to you in Asia, right? So Korean Zombie is a big name for Asian MMA. He's a legend. I mean, how much do you respect a guy like that? I feel like he's never been in a boring fight before. And so what would that mean? And what kind of show would we expect there?
Those are the guys that for me are legends. I don't care about your undefeated guy who just holds people down. I don't care about these guys. I want people who bleeds. I want people who lose and get back up and come back. I want to see a fight. I'm not paying to see 2 guys hug each other and hope that the judges get them victory. I never like that. I think it's super boring. I think it's stupid when they do those $1 million tournament. Oh, millions on the line. So the 2 guys avoid the fight in order to win by points. They're not there to fight each other. So I think, yeah, I have no respect for that. But when I see a guy like Zombie who lost, but he lost by daring, he lost by trying, he lost by fighting the best and giving his heart out. Like, how can you not respect someone who tried it that much? So yeah, that's my point. Shane Burgos, Edson Barbosa, Max Holloway, the Korean Zombie are all top top G's for me. They're the top guys. Like, you cannot not respect these guys. I respect Charles Oliveira to such an incredible amount, because he's a guy who lost 8 times, I think 6 in the UFC or something like that. And he's there. He's there, man. And he's the champ now. He got built up from the good and the bad. So yeah, when people's like, oh, I lost my first fight, I'm never going to be I'm like, you don't understand fighting. Fighting is about giving your all and accepting the possibility of winning and the possibility of losing. But if you get emotional, it's not for you. Emotions are after, like when you eat pizza and you decompress. But emotion during, no need.
How important is it that fighters find their home in terms of weight division? You talk about Shane looks like he's cutting too much. Somebody like Dan Hooker has kind of lost his way a bit, maybe. He tried to go back down and then he goes back up. Do you think fighters are like draining themselves too much? Is it better to have a bit more of your natural weight when you're fighting?
I think it's better in terms of your fighting style. But what I need to respect from Shane is he's going to cut a lot, but he's there for 3 rounds. I think that's the most dangerous thing. The thing with Vanata, when I saw him drain, I was like, okay, maybe his chin won't hold. And as soon as I threw a left, he went down. So, I mean, I respect the fact that he's willing to put his mind, his body in danger that much just to be bigger on the octagon. I respect that. Don't take me for granted. I'm not saying, to some degree, I find it stupid because it's not my way, but I respect the hustle behind it. Like he must be feeling like shit right now. I'm feeling good. I'm hydrated. I just went to the sauna, did a little push. I'm feeling good. But yeah, 145 is my home. I'll never do. People are like, you should fight 135. I'm like, what do you want me to cut my leg? No, we want you to be on diet and eat 3 rice and 3 broccoli. Okay, don't heat. Okay, now heat. No. There's no fucking way I'm gonna be like that. Just to be bigger in the cage. No, I'm gonna fight bigger guys than me, and I prefer that than fighting smaller guys.
When you were talking about guys who are game a minute ago, and you mentioned Max Holloway, he was one of the first people that came to my mind. It'd be fantastic to see you guys go at it one day. But now that he's won the belt already, do you think he should just go out there and have fun in a way? You know, try 155 depending on the opponent. What do you think is best for him next?
I think Max looks better at 145 now than he has ever been, because he's not building so much muscle. He's not that young anymore. He fights at a regular weight. Like the Max Holloway we saw in the, like against Ricardo Lamas was bloated. And now you see him against Volk. He was speedy. He was looking good. So 145, I think, is very good for Max. I don't think he can handle those 55ers. Those 55ers enter the cage at like 180. If it's not bigger, it's incredible how big these guys are. That's why I never contemplated the 155. I did to be a double champ before I arrived in the UFC, but I'm not doing this anymore. It's not my weight. It's not for me. And these guys are big.
I don't play the UFC game, but have you got the Sparta kick in there? Can kids go and play that? Can they do that move? And how cool is it that people come up to you and love that move so much?
I'm not even in the game. That's unfortunate, but yeah, I'm gonna be there one day. I think they're gonna have me after a victory with Shane. I doubt they won't have me in the game, but if they gave me good money for it, like, okay, use my face and my name. I don't mind. But yeah, it would be cool. Like knowing that my children or the children of my brother like can play with the character of me. That would be cool. That would be like something out of a bucket list to some degree.
How cool is it that like that moment is kind of etched in UFC history? People will never forget that. It's been seen by millions, and that's yours. Does it make you want to create another one?
It makes me want to collect the check, man. All these people on TikTok who has 17 million views over it, and UFC I don't mind, but all these other platforms that are using my kick, and I'm like, where's my cash, man? Where's my cut, you know? But no, I don't mind. It's putting my name out there and it helped me grow social media and the attention I gain. So yeah, I'm happy for it. But yeah, give me a check.
Do you get offers for like, kind of TV? Do people want to see your movies? We're going to see you in Pirates of the Caribbean. Like the bigger you get, do you get those kind of things coming your way?
I got too much tattoos for that. It would cost them too much like makeup to blur my tattoo, but no, they did a TV show on me and my brother already in Quebec. They wanted us to do a movie as well. My coach did. I just didn't have time. I was preparing for Andre Ewell, I think. So no, for Marcelo Rojo, sorry. So yeah, I got offers, but no, acting is not for me. I think I don't like playing a role. If you want me to play myself, I'll do it. But play a role, yeah, it's not for me.
I think that you're a fan of Thailand. Are you going to plan to train out there at all?
I did two training camps over there already when I was younger, when I was 18 and when I was 21. 21, I was preparing for my first main event in Canada. And I did a camp at Tiger, and it was incredible. I loved the experience. And when I was 18, that's where I fell in love with martial arts, with fighting, because I was fighting in, I think the second one was in Patong or something. And I won, and the guy gave me 1,000 baht. And when I was fighting in Quebec, I didn't make any money. It was zero. It was amateur. So I went to Thailand, fought, and the guy gave me 1,000 baht, which is about 40 bucks in Canadian. And a fire lit in me. I'm like, what? You're giving me money to punch someone in the face, do something that I love? And the fire never gone out. Now I'm getting paid to punch people in the face. How cool is that?
I wonder how many UFC fighters have fought in that Patong Stadium. Quite a few, actually, right?
Yeah, we all tried it. I remember my first fight, I did it for Tiger Muay Thai, but they had a name to protect. So I didn't like it because I beat the guy in like 30 seconds. And I was like, okay, that was very boring. And all the coach was like, no, it's good. It's good for the name of gym. I was like, I don't care about the name of the gym. I'm here to bleed. I'm here to do something. So the second guy I fought was lighting me up in that stadium, and I was getting wrecked. And it was the end of the first round, and I just threw a switch kick right on his jaw, and he fell. And I was like, but you would have beat the shit out of me. It was not going well for me, especially Muay Thai rules, no MMA, no clinch, no nothing. Yeah, no, but there's clinch, but yeah, no takedown or whatever. I felt trapped. And when he was coming, he was very confident. And I threw that switch kick, boom, right on the tip of the jaw. He fell down, and I was like, oh, thank you. Whoever's up there watching me and helping me, thank you very much for that, because I was about to die.
Was the champ there back then? He was a Tiger Muay Thai tryout winner, Volkanovski. How does he fit in with your fighting philosophy? Do you like what he's doing right now?
Alex Volkanovski, you mean? Yeah? Okay. He's just, I see him as a fortress. Nobody can go in. He's like Troy, and you need a horse of Troy to get in. Like, you need something sneaky. You cannot fight him. You cannot out grapple him. You cannot outstrike him. You cannot outspeed him, and you cannot. There's so many you cannot. But you need to find that little breach to get into to him. And the only guy who came close was Brian Ortega with the guillotine, and that's the only thing. We saw a little breach, and even the best grappler in the 45 division didn't manage to get him. So yeah, I see him as a very, very strong fortress that I don't think any man right now in featherweight can beat him. There's a couple up and comer that are interesting, but I doubt anybody can beat Volk right now.
That's a beautiful way of breaking it down. I love that. All right, last one then. You're 26. How cool is it when you see people like Glover, who's like so much older than you, still fighting for the belt? I think you posted the age of the UFC champs. Like, do you feel like you're getting better and better? Like, how far are you from your peak, and how long are you going to do this?
Only time will tell, because unfortunately I cannot speculate on whatever injuries I might have. That's the unfortunate truth about our sport. But yeah, I posted the thing, like, back in the days we had Jose Aldo 24 champion, and John Jones 22, this and that. But now it doesn't happen anymore. You need to bleed. You in the era of the new generation, nobody can come up undefeated and be like, I'm going to destroy everybody. Look what happened to Cody Nolov. Undefeated 25-year-old or 26 becoming champion, and then boom, you get all these fucking monsters going at him and knocking him out now. So yeah, it was hard to see, but it was the name of the game. So yeah, if I would speculate, I would say I have 3 years about left, like becoming champion, and just leaving the sport would be my goal. I don't think I would defend it for years and years. I think I don't know. I don't want to say something I might regret one day, but yeah, 2-3 years maximum. I think health is very important, and if I get KO'd or whatever, I think I don't mind doing it to people, but I'm going to be skeptical if it happens too much. Like guys who have, I got knocked down like 13 times. It's like, this is this is just grinning in my ear when I hear stuff like that. No, it doesn't matter. My brain's fine. I said, no, it's not. You cannot get knocked down more than 5 times and be all right. There's going to be some scar tissues and scars on your brain. And when we do scans, I'm sorry, I know I'm taking a lot of your time, but when we do scan to the brain, we get scars. You know, if you got a bad concussion, you get a scar. And the doctor was explaining to me that if you have more than 3 hard concussion, you can start losing senses. And that thing resonated in my mind. I'm like, wow. I was like 17 when he told me that. I did my first brain scan. And I'm like, you can really lose senses, like vision a little bit, the touch, the smell, the hearing. You can start losing senses. And when I heard that, I was like, okay, I'll do it as long as I'm healthy. But if it become a health issue, we'll see where life brings me.
Well, mate, wishing you health and glory and everything else, man. Maximum respect, Charles. Great to speak to you.
Thank you very much for having me, my friend. You take care.
Man. Appreciate it. Legend.